Did you listen to the Hot Breakfast this morning? Here's what you missed.
It's a very busy weekend, because from the 10th to the 12th is the 5th edition of the Kalasha International Film and TV Market happening at the KICC. Now, this year's theme is Film Business, the Economics of Content Creation. You know, a lot of people who create content but don't know what to do with it. They just put it out there. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things happening at the KICC again from this coming Friday the 10th to Sunday the 12th of June, the 5th edition of the Kalasha International Film Market. Joining us live in the studios is the CEO of the Kenya Film Commission, Timothy Owase. Timothy, good to see you as always. Karibu to Hot 96.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
So 5th edition now. How's it going?
This is the 5th edition of Kalasha International Film and TV Market, which is brought to you by the Kenya Film Commission. And it's a platform where creators and buyers and sellers of content converge to transact film business. So this weekend from the 10th to the 12th, the Commission is hosting practitioners in the industry at KICC and will be overseeing film business transactions. We'll have workshops, pitching sessions, we'll have speed dating program where filmmakers will be able to come and mix, exchange, network, and do film business.
Is it usually better for someone to have shot something, even if it's just a short snippet, or someone can just pitch just verbally?
For the purposes of the market, we send out a call in advance, so one had to prepare. And when it comes to the 3-day event, we'll have an opportunity for whoever has this idea to actually pitch to experts or a panel of experts who will be able to evaluate the project for it to move to the next level.
Again, is it pitched verbally or
yes.
verbally?
You pitch verbally.
You don't have to have a production you've made.
Like a 2-minute.
If you come with a 2-minute, that is even much better. But you could be able to do that just verbally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you expecting any big names, any people we know in the business?
We have Mr. Dean Leon, the creative director of Lord of the Rings, who will be participating on one of our panels. He will be sharing his experiences in coming up with big budget projects. We'll also be launching the locations mapping program, which is basically showcasing Kenya's longest and well appreciated locations in the country. We'll be launching this on Friday evening. We'll also have local big names like Eugene Mbugua, who will be participating in various panels, Mwaniki Mageria, among others. We also have a filmmaker coming from Zimbabwe, South Africa. The Film Board of Tanzania Chief Executive Officer will be participating, as well as Uganda Communications Commission. And of course, without forgetting that East Africans will be participating at this event. So Kenyans who are participating in the screen sector are encouraged to come so that they can be able to have an opportunity to share their experiences and learn and identify opportunities for co-production.
Do we have, like, because over the years, the film market hasn't grown as such. What really is impeding our growth from your observation?
Okay, film, just like any other sector, is a growing sector. I wouldn't really say that there is what is impeding, but most importantly, we have to look at the legal framework, the foundation of how the industry is managed. And that's why the Ministry of ICT has come up with a draft film policy and bill, which is meant to re-engineer the way we manage the sector and how we can be able to fund it, open new markets, and also grow capacity in terms of skills.
Are you seeing us grow as much as we could? I mean, once in a while you see a movie on, let's say, Netflix. Like recently, Uradi was on Netflix.
Jeff, I can assure you, the screen sector is one of the biggest sectors you can ever imagine. And I can assure you in the next few years, this is going to be the main frontier of growing our economy. All we need is, as the CEO of Kenya Film Commission, I'm rallying all Kenyans to support the sector.
You know, you said that a few years ago and we're still waiting, Timothy. So
there is a big difference, Jeff. Today, there are more productions coming out as compared to 5 years ago when we started conversing about the screen sector. And as you can already exhibit, when you come to KICC on the 10th to the 12th of June, you'll be able to see the kind of products that are out there in the market. Also the kind of skills that are coming out in the market to be able to handle any kind of production in the country. You can't compare to 5 years ago. And of course the future is very bright. All we need is the public to support their children when their parents support your children if they want to become dancers, if they want to become guitarists, or if they want to become filmmakers or cinematographers. Let us not impede these skills. We should be able to support this. The Commission is doing all it can to open the space for all those school-going children by establishing film clubs in schools as a way of nurturing talent and giving them an array on how they can be able to join the sector. And for those who are already practicing, the film market like Kalasha International Film and TV is out to give you an opportunity for you to be able to transact the business of content creation and marketing.
You know, because a lot of people are not very familiar with maybe the taxes and the framework behind this whole initiative. Would you say that maybe in the new policies that are being created, like are there, you know, waivers on taxes on, you know, cameras, taxes on, you know, filming? Because, you know, at some point they're saying, oh, you can't have a drone. Now they're saying, oh, you can do drone training. So, you know, this information is not really out there. Like, what are the new incentives?
Okay, so far in the new draft policy, it's going to set the foundation on how film incentives will be managed and administered in the country. Other than that, creating a film-friendly environment. If you are coming in to film in Kenya, then it has to be as smooth as possible for you to be able to bring in your equipment, pass through the customs, and all other infrastructural equipment that you require to be able to undertake your production. Of course, when you talk about the legal and policy framework for the sector, we are looking at all aspects from training, funding, co-production treaty opportunities, as well as education system as far as the screen sector is concerned. So today as we speak, of course we may not have the waivers on filming equipment, but the Commission has a liaison and production department that facilitates anyone who is out to undertake what we call filming in the country. If you want to access drones, then the liaison department within my organization will be able to provide you and facilitate you to access these services. Of course, at no cost. All you need is to reach out to Kenya Film Commission through our website or social media tools. Then we'll get in touch with you and facilitate you to access these services.
It's still much cheaper to make a film in some places like South Africa, and that was the biggest complaint, that, you know, coming to Kenya to make a movie was not worth it at the end of the day because it was too expensive. South Africa was still the filmer's choice, if you will.
As far as film incentives are concerned, I'll say yes, because South Africa has a 25% tax rebate, which Kenya doesn't have, but that doesn't prohibit anyone from coming to film in Kenya. Kenya still offers the very best kind of environment that you can be able to access the skilled manpower for you to undertake your filming activities in the country. Of course, we are heading to a state where we'll have film incentives for Kenya, and of course our percentage is likely to be higher than what our competitors are offering. And of course, I wouldn't want to look at South Africa as our competitors, because we are in the business of filmmaking. So there, all we want to look at is how do we become competitive as a country.
Okay. Will you also have framework on how people are paid? Because I made to understand, and I know for a fact that some big budget productions come, but people are really grossly underpaid.
That one is an issue of our internal structural organization as filmmakers. At the Commission, we have a program that we are launching soon, the Accreditation and Certification. And this is aimed at instilling what we call a code of conduct for all practitioners in the industry, and also encouraging film association and guilds that they have to have structures that facilitate filmmaking in the country and earning in the industry as a meaningful venture. Remember, if you have a strong guild, then the issue of being policed by government will not arise. There will be more of self-regulation, and that's what we are advocating for as Kenya Film Commission. That will enable that all practitioners are able to earn, and they are able to actually have a decent living out of their work.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, you were mentioning about going across the counties. Can you give me more details?
Yes, we have various programs on counties. Like this weekend, as we launch the market, we also have the My County, My Story, which is a program within the market, but it will be running in key cities, that is Mombasa, Nairobi, Kisumu, and Nakuru. We'll be screening local films. And the intention is to grow audiences, to appreciate our own content that are produced, stories told from the counties. Other than that, of course, we are intensifying training of practitioners within the industry, those who are emerging and those who are already practicing. The intention being, we want to grow more high quality products that can be sold and screened anywhere in the world.
Nice.
And these films will be shown in these cities, you say, in certain locations, or like in Mombasa or in Kisumu? Or in
yes. When you talk about Mombasa, of course, this will be screened at Swahili Port. That is at the National Museums of Kenya. Then in Nakuru, we'll be able to communicate the specific location, but we are looking at the county hall. When you go to Kisumu, we have the 20th Century Cinema, where we'll be able to screen this. And here in Nairobi, we'll be doing this at KICC.
Who is invited to participate in this?
This one is open for the general public, and the screenings will be taking place from 9 a.m. until dawn.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Maybe now you can talk to us about, licensing and how you can monetize, because a lot of people, like I've noticed in town on Sundays, that's when a lot of people go out to take music videos, take photos and everything. But I think there's something that stops them from doing it from Monday to Saturday. Is it the licensing or Kajo?
We at Kenya Film Commission, we encourage film production at all levels, at all times. And anyone you see in town with a camera, of course, we are intensifying what we call public education on appreciation of a screen sector. When we talk about licensing is all about the industry regulation. And when we talk about licensing the film sector, it's not a complicated matter. Anyone who wants to film, it's just good manners that you notify the administration of the location where you are filming that you will be filming here. And that's why it's a requirement that you go to Kenya Film Classification Board to get a filming license. If you are going to film in a county, you have to notify the county government that you will be filming in their location for their knowledge, because it's important so that you are provided with security and also for you to be able to access any other facility that will be necessary for your production.
What are like the basic costs? Like me, if I decide to go and film, or if we are with our head of content dissemination here,
yes,
Mr. Tosh. So like a basic, I've got my basic DSLR camera, I've left the house. What's a basic license I would need, and who exactly I need to do?
It depends on the
security free.
It depends on the kind of filming that you want to do. If you are undertaking personal videography, I don't think that requires a license. But if you are doing a professional filming, let's say you want to shoot a documentary or a feature film, then you need to have your script presented to the Kenya Film Classification Board. You need to pay a fee. For documentaries, it's 5,000, and for a feature film, it's 15,000 shillings. Then from there, of course, your synopsis will show where you will be filming. Then the licensing officer will be able to give you a mandate to go and do that.
And it's valid for like a month. Does it have a duration? And does the Kajo know what synopsis is?
It's you, the producer, who actually know the duration, because in your form, when you're applying for the license, you will indicate where you will be filming, how long or the duration of your filming, and also the number of crew that will be participating on your production. That is also one way of us in government to get to know how many people are getting employed in your production, and also how you will be able to remunerate them for statistical purposes.
And how long does it take to get that license, to get that approval?
It is now online. You apply on the website, and you should be able to get it within an hour or same day.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, tell us more about this Kalasha Market now taking part this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes, Kalasha Market opens its doors on Friday at 8 a.m. and it's open to the public. And as I said earlier, for delegates participating, you are required to pay a daily fee of 300 shillings or 700 shillings for the entire 3 days. Then for student participating, you only need to come in with your student identity card. That will enable you to access all the facilities within the market. Within the market, we'll have various speakers. Our key guest speaker will be our Chief Cabinet Secretary, that is for ICT, Mr. Joe Musheru. Then we'll have Kenya Film Commission Board. We have various activities taking place within the market. For example, we have a panel on screen sector funding. We have monetization and business of film. Experts discussing all this. We'll have a speed dating program or the film industry mixer. Here we have various filmmakers coming together to get to know each other, to also exchange contacts, and also undertake co-production engagements. So the weekend is full of film business, and we'll also be launching what we call the Kenya's locations, which have been mapped by Kenya Film Commission to enable anyone who wants to utilize these locations to know exactly where they are and what you require to access them.
Okay. Yes. Would you describe Kenya's film industry as robust? I mean, because when you compare it to, let's say, South Africa or Nigeria,
when you use the word robust, that's a huge mountain. But as I said, Kenya's film industry is a growing industry with a huge potential, which we are harnessing to be able to achieve the benefits, because we know with a robust film industry, we stand to gain in terms of job creation, wealth creation, promoting our branding our country, as well as through storytelling, being able to promote what we call cohesion and integration within the country. So storytelling is big, and I just want to rally everyone, including the media, that we champion and advocate for the betterment of the sector.
If I've opened my own YouTube channel and I'm providing my own content,
yes,
and I'm monetizing from that content,
yes,
why do I need the KFC? I mean, why would I bother to even engage with you? Because I'm monetizing, I'm doing well, I've got my own channel, I've got my own audience.
Yeah, we look at the role of Kenya Film Commission. The government set up the Kenya Film Commission as a promoting and marketing agency for Kenya's local film industry. So if you are a content creator and you already have your own YouTube channel, it depends on your objectives. If you like to sell your content beyond YouTube, then Kenya Film Commission is still relevant to you, because we offer what we call aspects of guiding the film industry in terms of capacity building, co-production elements. We also facilitate filming in the country, because if you are shooting your products before you can be able to upload them on YouTube, you will require Kenya Film Commission through the liaison office to help you access specific locations that will be relevant to your production.
Is there like a fee that someone pays the Kenya Film Commission, or it's just here, these are some of the beautiful locations you can use?
Remember, these locations are not owned by Kenya Film Commission.
Okay.
If you went to the coast, you will find that some of the locations are actually managed by KWS, like in the parks. So specific location owned by a specific entity or person will attract specific requirements. So Kenya Film Commission is only providing you with the necessary information that you need as a producer to know if you are going to film in a national park, what do you need and how do you access this. We are even now going further and putting up what we call the e-film shop. The e-film shop is a platform on e-citizen which enables film producers or film practitioners to access government services online. If you need a license, you need not to walk into a KFCB or KWS to access a filming license. So all that is geared towards easing the business of film in the country.
365 days of sunshine.
That's correct.
I can't remember the last time we had a blockbuster movie being filmed in Kenya. I simply can't. Maybe I missed it. Why? Why can't we attract more? That's what I'm trying to ask. Why can't we attract more big?
Jeff, I can assure you we still have big budget films being shot on location in Kenya, as much as they go unannounced. I'll give you an example. Last year, 2020, we had a big budget film, a French film that was shot on location in Kenya, and this film spent 400 million Kenya shillings in 30 days. So our mission at the Kenya Film Commission, we would like to attract more big budget films on location in Kenya, because we know that comes with many benefits. One, when we have such a big budget film on location in Kenya, we have an opportunity for capacity building, because many key filmmakers in the country attain experience from participating in these productions.
Timothy, you mentioned one in since 2020. It's 2 years plus.
Of course, because of COVID, there were a number of restrictions. Now the country is opening up, and we expect to have more productions in the country. But of course, to have many more productions in the country, we're also championing film incentives, which are critical for attracting productions.
All right.
But other than that, we would like to see more local stories being told to our own Kenyans, and also expanding that to other markets. So I rally local storytellers to actually remember they have a huge opportunity to tell our own stories, and the Commission is there to support them in that regard.
In the history of Kenya, maybe you can tell us one or two ideas you feel like no one has jumped onto. Like if you were a film producer, which 2 stories would you like to say about Kenya?
Thank you. We've been known for a very long time that we produce the best runners in the country. Kipchoge Keino and many more. We've not had any blockbuster movie in that regard. So that's an opportunity. I'm challenging storytellers that let us take advantage of such opportunities to tell these big stories to the world. They'll help market our country. They'll help our children to get to understand the history of this nation in many ways. So that is an area that I will be able to highlight as a first stop.
All right, I think I'll give you funding. Jeff, how much do you have there? For Kipchoge? No, for him to execute that film.
Also, I'm willing because through our empowerment program, we can start off from there, come up with the script, for example, on Kipchoge or any other. There are many stories that have not been told in this. We talk of Luanda Magere, Gor Mahia, and many more.
Yes.
All these stories need to be told. Dedan Kimathi, among others.
They're still to be told.
Yes.
That's very interesting. Okay, someone is just tuning in right now. Timothy, tell them about the Kalasha Market Day, 3-day event.
Yes. Kalasha International Film and TV Market is a platform where practitioners in the film industry are invited to come and transact film business. And during this 3-day event, which is starting on the 10th to the 12th of June, is open to the public, and all are invited. All you need to do is to sign up on our website, kenyafilmcommission.com, and you'll be able to access the market at a fee of 300 shillings per day or 700 shillings per delegate for the 3 days. For students, you are encouraged to come with your student identity card, and you'll be able to access all facilities within the market. And when you come to the market, you'll be able to participate at the exhibition center, where we have practitioners and other partners exhibiting. We have companies like Canon who are coming in to do camera clinics. For cinematographers, this is your opportunity. Then we have workshops which will provide key topical issues like filming and monetizing of content. We'll talk about co-productions. We'll talk about the regulatory frameworks, with experts coming from far and wide to be able to enlighten us on this, and also to have more exchange between Kenya and other countries.